Welcome, Comet sports fans, to Lakota East High School as we get ready for this Battle of Butler Warren. I am Daniel Panetti here, joined with my broadcast partner, Isaac Vargo, as we get ready. As Isaac, we apologize for a bit of a late start. Lakota East does start with the ball. That goes to Zion Neal.
Yeah, the Comets are starting the ball on defense. Very comfortable on the defensive side. Definitely a sport for them against Gahanna Lincoln, keep him in that game. Very powerful Lakota East offense, so we'll see how they do today.
This Lakota East team led by their star quarterback, Jamison Kitna, the UAB commit. Sends a receiver in motion, hands it off. It's going to be Peck. He gets a couple close to the first down.
Yeah, Chauncey Peck has been the starting running back for the Thunderbirds. With Ryder Hooks not being able to play. He was our star running back last year, had some injuries in the season later. So he gets the ball in this game. It's a third and short for the Thunderhawks.
Third and 2 for the Thunderhawks. They love running in the shotgun. Two receivers to Kitna's right. He's going to take it himself to the right side. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down, it appears. Tackled down after a gain of 4. They keep this drive alive.
Yeah, Jamison Kitna, son of NFL star John Kitna, who played for the Bengals back in the early 2000 days. He's definitely dual threat quarterback, committed to UAB a couple of weeks back. Keeps the drive alive. That's huge for the Thunderbirds early. This Kitna looks downfield, tries to find a man, and it's caught. Number 2,
Derek
Williams down the field. Coverage by Preston Escalesa. A 30-yard dot to start the game.
Huge play from Lakota East. They run up in the hurry-up offense. And after almost a 3-and-out, Isaac, they get a huge play. They're in Comet territory. Ryder Hooks checks into the game now. Missed the first week. Looks like him and Chauncey Peck might swap. It's a handoff to Ryder Hooks. He has a hole through the middle, and he's tackled down after a big gain, and it'll be a first down.
We see Ryder Hooks, his first time getting the ball. We're going to ease him back in the game. Star running back, don't want to tire him out too early, but you can see the talent there. First play from scrimmage for him, 11 yards. And they're driving early on this Comets defense.
Yeah, tackled by 17, Ryan Davis. The Comets avoided playing Kitna last year after he suffered an injury. First down. He's going to look to his left, throws. It's caught once again.
Derek Williams. He's got 2 targets already for around 40 yards. Their number 1 guy the last couple of years has been Zion Neal. I think he was a sophomore last year. He was second in the GMC in receiving, and this year he put up a 200-yard game in the first game. So Derek Williams looks to be the guy so far in this game, number 2 on the outside.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that. Zion Neal, one of the top receivers in the GMC as a sophomore last year, but right now it's all Williams. Kitna alone in the pocket, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Threatening again the red zone. Kitna is going to throw it left side, and incomplete. Was looking for Zion Neal, his top receiver.
Yeah, good coverage there from Kaiser Wilhelm. He had a great game in game 1 against Gahanna Lincoln.
Had the interception.
Second and long here in the red zone. It's big that the Comets hold to at least 3.
Yeah, the big thing about Neal for this defense is that he is a big speed threat. You look at his frame, 5'8", 155, so he is very shifty. Kitna under center. It's going to be a toss to the right side. Peck Peck has some room. Peck to the right side. He's free. Touchdown, Lakota East.
That's a big statement drive so far for Lakota East. That's something we haven't seen from the Comets defense, just kind of getting throws right down the field to start the game.
Yeah, unlike this Comet defense, they looked very strong against Gahanna Lincoln, and in the first drive, in just a couple of plays, they take it right down the Comet defense.
My mic's not working. I think my mic's not working.
Extra point is good. That makes it 7-0 Lakota East. Now it's a big chance for this Comet offense. I think tonight is where we're really going to see what we have in this Mason Comet offense. We faced one of the best teams in Columbus last week with Gahanna Lincoln. So now it's a GMC opener. This Comet offense already can tell it's likely to be a high-scoring game from the Thunderhawks. A very dominating first drive. So whether it's Ashton Schaaf or Caden Ashurst, the Comets have a big question to answer.
Very impressive drive from Lakota East to start the game. They only had one win last year against a winless Coleraine. So it's big that they get going early. They lost this game 24-0 last year, and already you can see that they're ready to go.
Get ready for this kickoff. It's caught at about the 5. He's going to take it out himself. Gets to the 20, breaks a few tackles, and he's going to be brought down right around the 20.
It's big that the Comets stay on the field. We talked about it in our sports talk earlier today that we posted on our NBC channel. Comets have to stay on the field, especially on third down. They went 1 for 11 against Gahanna Lincoln last week. So it's big that they stay on the field, start early. Ashton Schaaf has to get going, get his confidence going early.
So it is going to be Ashton Schaaf, the senior quarterback, lined up in the shotgun, two wide receivers to his right. Sends Adesanya in motion. It's going to be a screen to the right side. It's caught. Only a couple. Brandon Dunn, the wide receiver on the screen, goes nowhere. We're experiencing some audio issues. We're going to go off audio for just a second. We apologize as we have some audio issues going on. 3rd and 7 for the Comets. Schaaf sends Dunn in motion, rolls out to his right, looking, gonna let it go, and it's caught. And it's going to be a first down for the Comets.
That's big right there. Noah Reed, big 6'6" transfer from Moeller, got his first catch of the afternoon, and that's who we see. Ashton Schaaf with a good throw on the run to his right to extend the drive.
Yeah, big play from the Comets, being able to keep this drive alive. Like we said, it'll move to chains. 8 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Yeah. Comets found themselves a lot behind the sticks early last game, so if they can stay in front of the sticks, they got that crucial first down there. Second and long, they got to get a chunk play to make it a third manageable or first down. Yeah, Temi Adesanya has been great on those third and shorts. But it's Gavin McDaniel in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a little short.
Apologize once again. Comets still with the ball. Shape, quick pass, right left side. Adesanya bothers it.
Yeah, near disaster there from the Comets. Makes it a second and long. Ashton Shafe so far has looked really good in this first drive. His Comets are over midfield. A lot of last game they weren't even over midfield, only 65 total yards. So it's a good sign seeing them earlier.
For the Comets, with a pretty decent length drive. Shape gonna hand it off up the middle, and Adesanya's not gonna go anywhere. This Lakota East run defense has been right there.
Yeah, the Comets haven't played super bad so far. They haven't made many mistakes, but Lakota East has just been better so far in this game. So it's going to be a third and long behind the sticks again for the Comets.
And with most of these passes too, Isaac, it's been snap the ball, throw it immediately. A lot of screens and just swing passes to the side. Let's see if they let Sheaf throw the ball. And he's going to roll out to his right, looking downfield, and going to be caught.
Near the sticks here. It looks like it will be enough. Ethan Jordan, John Lewis with the catch. And that will move the sticks. The Comets get the first down. And Daniel, that's big already. 2 third down conversions on 2 attempts.
Yeah, and both third downs, it's been kind of the same play. It's been Schaefer rolling out to his right and hitting his guy right at the sideline. So great job from the Comets. Much more of a lengthy drive than we saw from the Thunderhawks, as they're well in the East Territory now.
It looks like they're just playing to Ashton Schaef's strengths early in this game.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout.
We apologize for the audio early in this game. But Dano, so far it looks like it's going to be an offensive battle so far. We know Lakota East isn't known for their defense. And Lakota East's offense went right down the field on Mason's very strong defense. So you think it's going to be more of a shootout, or you think it's going to slow down a little here, Dano?
I think it's going to slow down. I think this Comet defense is too good to let up too many points in this game. We saw it against some of the top teams last year. They only gave up 10 points to Lakota West last year, one of the top teams in the GMC. So, maybe it was just some first half nerves or some first drive nerves. And the Comets were just caught off guard. But I think the Comet defense will kind of settle in more as this game goes on. But right now it's up to this Comet offense to match what Lakota East did.
Something with this Comets offense that they have to finish. They have to finish near the red zone. They're getting inside the red zone soon. They're only 10 yards out. But they got to execute, because when the Comets got in the red zone last game, it was more just of a field goal and just play it safe and get the points.
Yeah, you have a great kicker in Matt Stokel, but you only want him on for those extra points. Schaefer in the shotgun, drops back, looks to throw. He's going to try and roll up, and he does get past the line of scrimmage. He's going to breaks a couple tackles and gains a few before being tackled.
And something I had noticed from the Comets O-line early is they've given Ashton Schaefer some time to throw. And something we didn't see a lot last game, Gahanna Lincoln was bringing the house against Ashton Schaefer. So early in this game, the Comets have done a good job in almost every aspect. But again, it's just finishing those drives, staying in front of the sticks, and making it easy third down conversions if they get there.
It was Cole Miranda on the tackle for East. Schaefer going to hand it off to McDaniel. McDaniel up the middle, gains some. The 3rd and 8. Third and 4. And Isaac, the farther we go down this drive, it seems like the more that this run game is starting to open up a little bit.
Yeah, the Comets are trying to, as we said earlier, trying to make things easier on themselves, trying to make it third and manageables. As last game, it was a lot of 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, and that's not the Comets' identity. They're not a throw for 15, 20-yard team. They're kind of a 5, 10-yard gain, so 3rd and 4 is big for them here.
Schaefer hands it out to Adesanya. Adesanya powers through and see if it moves.
So they're going to be short, about a half inch.
So 3 times now the Comets have found themselves in a 3rd down spot, or a 4th down spot for the first time in the drive, 4th and 1, you're keeping the offense on the field.
Yeah, and you just saw around 3 or 4 defensive linemen check into the game. Brian O into the game, as well as John Hendricks. Those big guys trying to get this run game going. It's a big 4th down here for the Comets.
Comets stack the box. Adesanya in the backfield. It's going to hand it off to Adesanya. Adesanya is going to push forward, and the chains are going to move. The Comets keep this drive alive. Feels like we're saying that so many times.
Great football so far from the Comets. Don't like how many 3rd downs you've been in so far, but 3 for 3 in those 3rd down conversions. And right here, this is a situation. You're in the red zone. You've had a great drive. Everybody's played well on the offense. You have to finish.
So they're 2 for 3 on the 3rd downs, 1 for 1 on 4th down. There's something the Comets were good with last year too, is that they converted on those 4th downs. So back into the shotgun. Adesanya in the backfield. Motions his man to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Adesanya. He breaks to the left side, has some room, and looks like he's going to gain about 6.
It looks like a different story here from the Comets offense. It looks like a little more swag, a little more confidence is being played from everyone. Ashton Schaaf looks very composed in the offense, and Temi Adesanya has a lot of room to run, and he is a tough tackle in the backfield.
Will actually be a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. One of the longest runs of the game for the Comets so far. And you said Adesanya, he had that big run last year in that playoff game versus Lebanon. And you know when this guy can get to the outside, he has some of that breakaway speed as well as that strength. It's going to be another handoff. Adesanya is going to get the first down. Or no.
They're going to mark him. They will give him the first down. But that will end the first quarter already, Daniel. Comets have a good drive. They're on the doorstep. Lakota East. Lakota East plays great offense. It's 7-0. End of this first quarter. It's on Mason Sports Radio. We'll be back for second quarter action.
Welcome back for some second quarter action. 1st and 10. Comets hand it off to Adesanya, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, on the play, Cohen Reap, one of the stars on this Lakota East defense. And looks like Lakota East, they're like thinking all run on defense. It's a big stop for them. Cohen Reap with 49 solo tackles, 37 assists, 86 total. First on team in tackles last year, and you can see with that powerful tackle on Temi Adesanya. As will be Schaaf and Adesanya again in the backfield. Motion from Newhouse will be a rollout to the right. Trying to find a man, looking for Newhouse. Nowhere to go with it. Good defense there from the Thunder. lot of pressure on this Comets defense, but they get home. It will be Alex Brown, the junior captain, in the backfield for the Comets, and he'll make it a 3rd and 13 here for the Thunderhawks.
Huge play by the junior linebacker, named a captain this year, and that's his first sack of the year. You know that one felt good, trying to move this momentum for the Comets. So after that big play, it'll be 3rd and long.
3rd and about 11.
Kitna lines up in the shotgun, running back to his left, trips to the left as well. Takes the snap, has time, and he's going to launch to the left side, and it's dropped. Zion Neal had not a terrible throw, just wasn't able to haul it in.
Yeah, a little underthrown there. Zion Neal, very talented wide receiver. We've seen him in the backfield a couple times. Very good athlete. Amin Garnett was on the coverage. But that's big for the Comets to get off the field, a 3 and out. As Kitna will stay on the field, but the punter is also on the field. Kitna looking to the sideline.
You wonder if potentially we might see a fake. You have your quarterback out there.
Be very risky.
We know the Comets.
As they're looking for it, they throw it on field, and it's caught by number 19, Carter Jones, the sophomore. And what a gutsy play from head coach, second-year guy, John Kitna.
And how about that for...
So there is a flag on the field.
Let's see what this flag is. That's 2 times this season that Jones has come in very clutch for this Lakota East offense. Last week against Centerville.
It looks like it'll be waved off. Yeah. It looks like...
It was incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like you let it hit the ground just before. And that's a big mistake for Lakota East. And the Comets are going to get the ball at about the 35-yard line.
So the Comets going to catch a break there as they will start in Lakota East territory. And they have a chance here to take the lead, Isaac. Only down 7-3. A touchdown will put them in front.
Daniel, you got to think this is going to be the play and you take a chance.
Schaaf in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to McDaniel. McDaniel does not go anywhere. A lot of these kind of halfback dives that the Comets have been running, and most of them not really going anywhere.
Yeah, what we saw last game, Gahanna Lincoln had the ball for almost 40 minutes, so it looks like Coach Kastner is trying to keep the tempo on the Comets side, keep the possession with the Comets as much as he can. He did a great job in that first quarter.
Something else that we mentioned on our Comet Sports Talk episode, the Comets went 1 for 11 last week on 3rd down. They're already 2 for 3. Or, I'm sorry, 2 for 4. So, already a big improvement there, and they hope to keep that going. Schaaf takes a snap, getting pressured, throws over the middle, and it's caught! First down and a lot more for the Comets, and he's tackled at about the 5. The ball's out!
It's caught by Tristan Newhouse. He was caught from behind, and the Thunderhawks are going to have the ball. The refs are looking together. Was Tristan Newhouse down? Was his knee down before the ball came out? It certainly looked like it. There is a flag on the field.
You wonder if he is down. The biggest play probably of the season for the Comets so far. One of.
And Ashton Schaaf looked a little bit uncomfortable, kind of with a jump throw there. But Tristan Newhouse was wide open. Kind of used as a tight end this year. Doesn't have the most speed, and it looks like it will be the Thunderhawks ball. A huge mistake there for the Comets, dropping the ball at the 3-yard line. But also Daniel Kitna will start with the ball in his own end zone.
Yeah, this Comets defense last time brought the pressure, and they need to do that as well. Empty set for Kitna. Drops back, throws right, and it's bobbled once again, almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. Defense there by number 16, Kaiser Wilhelm, who had that interception last week against Gahanna Lincoln. And a couple times already we've seen some nice throws from Kitna that just can't be hauled in by the receivers.
Yeah, a little sloppier of play. Looks like they're a little too comfortable so far in this game. Dakota East hasn't had many leads in the past couple years, so when they did get that lead, it looked a little bit comfortable.
Zion Neal in the backfield. They're going to give it to him, and he breaks a few tackles, but he's going to be brought down right around the 4 or 5. Not much there on second down. It's going to be third and pretty long.
Third and about 9. Ryan Davis was on the tackle. He's been flying around early in this game. And the Comets have to get a stop here. A first down would be huge momentum shifter for Lakota East, getting that stop and then capitalizing.
You got to think that you're not going to pick a punt here, and if you do get a punt, you're going to have relatively somewhat of the same starting position that you were last drive if you're Mason. So
and a block punt attempt.
Kidna alone in the backfield. Motion. It's going to be a swing pass to left side, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Zion Neal once again, and just a little overthrown, it looked like. So 2 straight 3-and-outs for this Comet defense. And Adesanya once again in the backfield. Miller comes in motion to the left. Shafe takes a snap. It's going to be play action. He rolls out to the right, chased by a lot of defenders. He's going to run it himself. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and keeps going. It's going to be, he's near the first down. The forward progress, ref signaling it's going to be a first down. It looks like Shafe breaks a bunch of tackles. That's one of the best plays we've seen from him all year.
Yeah, Ashton Shafe is playing, as we said, with a little more confidence, a little chip on his shoulder from last week. He didn't have the week he wanted, but so far he's playing physical. He's making great throws to his right, and that's something you love to see as a Comet fan. You didn't know he was going to be the quarterback coming into the season. Shafe did win the job. There was questions after week 1 if Caden Ashers would get the job, but Ashton Shafe's holding his own right now.
Yeah, and you know that this is what the Comets were looking for out of Shafe, is a guy who has that toughness. Reed goes in motion one more time. It's going to be another handoff to the right side to Adesanya. He gains about 2 maybe. And we know this is the type of run style that Adesanya is. He's not a Zion Neal or something like that. You look at the physicality and how he's built and speed as well. 2 very different styles of runners. Adesanya only moved to running back towards the middle of last season, was just originally a linebacker. And the Comets have liked what they've seen from him at the running back spot, as he has a starting job this season. 2nd down for the Comets. Schaaf looks to his left, and there's a bunch of pressure, and he's going to be brought down behind the line.
Yeah, he's right there in the backfield. Great play there from the front of the Thunderhawks.
Carson Schroyer there in on the sack again. He's had a couple big plays this drive, and the Comets finding themselves in potentially their worst spot yet on offense, 3rd and 12. On the first drive, they were able to capitalize in spots like these.
We do apologize for the audio early in this game. So it's 3rd and long here.
3rd down. Schaaf is just going to hand it off up the middle to Adesanya. Adesanya has some room. Oh, I'm sorry. Schaaf kept it. Even faked me out there.
It faked me too. I thought he had it as well. Ashton Schaaf.
That's the first time we had seen a read option from the Comets.
As again, it's making it 4th and manageable here for the Comets. That's really big. About a 4th and 5 here, 4th and manageable, and the Comets will go.
Yeah, it would have been 45 yards plus from Gokul. 4th and 5. Schaaf. And there's going to be a flag, and it's...
Looks like it's going to be a hold going to the Comets' way. It'll be an automatic 1st down.
The Comets don't even have to run a 4th down. They automatically get the 1st down.
A big miscue there from Lakota East.
And that's what killed Lakota East last year against the Comets too. 7 penalties for 70 yards. They shot themselves in the foot big time.
And there, the first couple drives, we saw smooth play from both teams, but in this 2nd, 3rd drives, it's been very sloppy football from both teams.
Schaaf is going to look right, and he's going to take it down himself.
About 6. Dan, a whole new approach to Ashton Schaaf's game early in this game. He is running the ball at will, it looks like, against this Lakota East team.
Yeah, a lot of kind of fakes. We saw the read option earlier, a couple pump fakes, and just taking it himself. If it's working for this offense, you just got to keep rolling with it. That's really the big thing right now. And so far, every drive that the Comets have had, obviously they started one in Lakota East territory, but they've been moving the ball better than any drive we saw versus Gahana Lincoln. Schaaf in the backfield, in the shotgun. Adesanya to his left. He's going to hand it off to Adesanya, and he gets still is up, and looks like he's near the 1st down.
It's the Comets fighting on offense as it's a 3rd and short. They'll bring in their big guys, Brian Ellis, we saw earlier, Juan Bates as well as John Hendricks. So Daniel, you would think a run's coming.
It's pretty easy to tell what the Comets might do here. You bring the whole defensive line into play, offensive line.
Like to see a pass here.
In that same formation as that first 4th down, it's going to be a quarterback sneak and forward progress and see what they give to him.
It looks like
it's going to be,
he will get it.
Yeah, it will be a Comet 1st down, so they keep this drive moving yard by yard.
Yeah, the Comets grinding right now. Lakota East hasn't made it easy on those 3rd downs, but the Comets have played more physical football, better controlling the tempo of this game.
And I think the game plan for the Comets here is take this down as slow as much as you can. There's 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. the Comets will get the ball to start the second half. So if you can get a touchdown here, go in the half with the lead and get the ball back, the Comets could be in a great spot. Schaaf in the backfield is going to hand it off to Adesanya. Tackled immediately. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Could have gotten one.
Yeah, Daniel, as you mentioned, it's been a super quick first half here at Lakota East High School, as Coach Kastner will call his first time out of the first half. With about 51 seconds to go, a second timeout, as the Comets only have one left to use.
And, you know, Isaac, even if you only get a field goal out of this drive, it's not the worst thing. Obviously, 3 is better than 0 when it comes to the scoreboard. You would like to get that 7, but you know, either way, if you go into this only down 1, you get the ball at half. You're seeing the best offensive production that you've seen out of these. You know, it's only been 2 games, 1.5 pretty much. But
I really like what the Comets have done on both sides of the ball. They've started to bring pressure on Kitna, and they've done a great job of just keeping the tempo, as we said, changing up the looks, playing to your strengths. We didn't even know Ashton Schaaf had a running ability until this game. He's done a great job of doing that. So Coach Kastner, he's done a great job executing and keeping this team in the game and in potential having the lead half.
yeah, we saw Schaaf get some games in last year, and we didn't really see him use his legs all that much. So you like this new approach from the Comets. They come back onto the field. It'll be 2nd and 8 for this Comet offense. Schaaf in the shotgun. Adesanya behind him. Motions Miller to the right. It's going to be a run to the right side, and Adesanya gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Goes back to probably where he started.
Daniel, as we said, with Ashton Schaaf's success of running the ball, that also works with the O-linemen. They've done a great job today of finding the holes in this Lakota East defense. This will be a run up the middle for no gain.
Comets kind of ran a hurry up. There's a player down for East, gets helped up by his teammates.
Player down was Cohen Reap, who's one of the Stars' leading tackler last year for Lakota East. Did get helped up. It looks like he was just at the bottom of the pile. But here on 4th down, you would think it would be a field goal situation if you're in Max Gogol's range with a 4th and 7 here and how good you've played this first half of play. Only 24 seconds to go in this first half.
I don't know why the Comets ran that 3rd down so quickly.
Yeah, it looks like they were
seconds.
trying to get Lakota East. Not sure, Daniel.
25 seconds left. With a timeout. You're obviously likely going to bring your kicker onto the field, and they will. Goko will come out 1 for 1 already today. The Comets trying to make this a 7-6 ball game here before half. He waits. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 2 for 2 for Max Gokul. An absolute boot right through the uprights. They make it 7-6. Likely the score that we're going to see going into halftime. As
yeah,
we
the Comets.
Isaac, just 22.2 left here on the clock.
Comets in this game, kind of in the season, talking about last season, haven't scored many touchdowns in the red zone. And Max Gogol, seeing how much he's improved as a kicker from his sophomore year to his junior year, that was about a 30-yard field goal, and he nailed that with room to spare. You could think he'd get up to maybe 45 yards. Like, he is a potential game changer for this Comets offense. If you have that kicker that can extend the range out.
Yeah, I believe this guy's going to be first-team GMC at the end of the year. Only a junior, and he has the leg of a college kicker.
As you're the Comets, you have to keep everything in front. Jameson Kitna can sling it.
Yeah,
pretty much the length of the field.
It's Zion Neal, and this wide receiver core can run. So the big thing is get those safeties back. Do not let anything by those top 2 guys. Last thing that the Comets need is, East only has a 1-point lead, but you don't want that to go to 8 or 9. still enough time to where you don't squib it and just try and get those seconds off the clock.
Yeah, if I'm the Comets, don't take any chances. Kick it through the end zone here. As you said, Lakota East has a lot of playmakers, game changers in this game.
Zion Neal already a pretty decent return. It's going to be an onside kick. Or somewhat of an onside kick. Maybe a little bit of a squib.
As Lakota East will pick it up at the 30-yard line. You would think they only need 30, 40 yards to get in range.
And
with their 2 timeouts, there is a chance still.
Just once again, if you're going to squib it, you line it down the entire field, or at least try to. If you're going to do an onside, I think there, Gokul might have overshot it a little bit, or either overshot or undershoot it. 22 seconds left.
The Comets have 2 deep safeties back there.
We await this first snap.
Comps in a cover 3 look here.
But you wonder if Lakota East tries to make something out of these 22 seconds or just take it to the half. You know, I think you have a guy in Kidna who can unleash the ball downfield. You might as well give it a shot. But at the same time, if you're Lakota East, you don't want to get the ball right back to Mason.
It's like a little bit of miscommunication with the referees in Lakota East. It's Coach Kidna with the disgusted look on his face, going back to the sideline.
The trips to the right, Kidna in the shotgun. It's going to be a quick pass to Neal. Neal gets it, breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be brought down around the 38. He's
Rustin West on the hit. He hit him hard.
A few yards shy of the first down, and
so
this clock.
They'll just take it half.
Yeah, this clock winds down to halftime. So the Comets, their best half of the young year, they go into the end of the first half only down 7-6. We will have all of this second half action here on Mason Sports Radio. Stay tuned. Apologize for the camera issues, but like you said, Isaac, we're back for the second half. And we recapped this first half a little bit. Two completely different offenses in this game. East having that explosive first drive. That's all they had. And the Comets taking probably 3/4 of the clock on their offensive possessions. Just great first half from the Comets. Best offense that we've seen so far on the young season. You hope they can keep that going.
Comets will receive to start the second half. And as you said, Daniel, against Gahanna Lincoln, Comets only had the ball for around 13 minutes, and they might have already achieved that in the first half. Coach Casser's had a great game plan, but it is a game of two halves. Lakota East up 7-6 here in GMC game number 1 for both teams. Both teams 0-1.
Yeah, that first drive was only maybe 2 or 3 minutes long. And after that, the Comets held them scoreless. 2 straight field goals for the Comets as they ended the half. Closed it off on that medium distance field goal from Max Gogol. And East just a little screen pass, nothing happened. So now the Comets get the ball. Any kind of a score will give them the lead here. And you know that at the half, Coach Casser was talking very good about this offense.
Fitzstevens gets a little squib, and the Comets miscommunication, but it's picked up at about the 50-yard line. A almost huge mistake for the Comets. It was a little, you could say, onside kick, and Comets are just looking. And Lakota East almost picks it up. A beautiful kick from the freshman, A.J. Fitzstevens. But the Comets get a break. They get the ball at the 50-yard line. That's been kind of the story of the game. The Comets have had great field position all day long.
Yeah, whether it's them making that field position happen or East just giving it to them. This will be their 4th drive of the game. And yeah, like we said, the Comets, they've scored on 2 of the 3. Probably would have scored on that second drive if it wasn't for the Newhouse fumble.
Ashton Schaaf in the backfoot. He's had a great game. He'll give it to Adesanya. Nothing doing. He actually breaks the tackle. It'll be a loss of 3. Lakota East was not fooled by the Comets there on the first play. Daniel, we've kind of seen that the last couple of drives. The Comets have went with that same play with the run to the right, run to the left, and Lakota East is ready for it. And the Comets are behind the sticks. Do the Comets go with something else, or do they stick with their game plan?
Yeah, you got to think. You know, it seems like every first down, the Comets have just been doing that dive up the middle with Adesanya, try and get those 4 plays on a good start. Just been really inconsistent.
In motion, Schaaf looks to run again, and he gets a couple there, taken down by Cohen Reap. He's been all over the field for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, Reap, one of the top defensive guys on this Lakota East defense, had a nice game against the Comets last year, 10 tackles. He was one of the big bright spots in a game that the Comets had dominated. So now, Isaac, we look, it's going to be 3rd and about medium.
Third and 8.
Long.
It's got to be a big play here for the Comets. Brennan Dunn on the outside. He had 1 reception for -1 yards last week. Schaaf will look to throw. Pressure coming. Tries to get away, but can't. Actually throws it away at the last second. Great heads up from Ashton Schaaf, but nonetheless, it'll be a 3 and out and a punt for the Comets.
Yeah, just a great job by Schaaf to just get it away. Just flings it out of bounds. Looked like he went down, but it's just able to squeeze by some defenders, and it makes this punt situation look a little nicer for the Comets, as this goal is just going to be to try and pin Lakota East against the red zone. It's already happened once this game. It was that 2nd or 3rd drive where East was pinned up right at about their 5.
Wilhelm will punt, and it is a good one. Returned by Neal. Not returned. The Comets will pin, and is a beautiful punt from Kaiser Wilhelm. Unbelievable as Lakota East will start their first possession in the second half at the 2-yard line. And Daniel, that could change the game, as it's going to be an uncomfortable drive for Jamison Kitten to start the second half.
Yeah, we're about to see why a punter is so important. This front 7 is the strongest part of this Comet defense, and they're about to show it. Jamison Kitten, you know, you think they're probably just going to either give it to Peck or Woods, or I'm sorry, Ryder Hooks. See what they draw up.
As there'll be a run up the middle. There's room to run. Still going, and he's going around the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Chauncey Peck, the backup running back. First play of the second half. 98 yards. Touchdown, Thunderhawks. A ginormous play that the Comets, as there is a flag on the field.
This might be coming back, Isaac.
As if this was on the offense, that would be huge. As the referees are talking it over here.
It looks like it might be holding and taunting on Lakota East. Could you imagine, Isaac?
And it looks like Lakota East is setting up at about the 15-yard line to kick the extra point for right now. But Daniel, if this stands, what a turn of events.
Yeah, we know that Chauncey Peck has that elusiveness.
As they will give him the touchdown. A penalty on the Comets, and that is a huge.
It's going to be taunting on Lakota East, which, let's be honest, you get a play like that, you should be allowed to taunt in football. So, if that, I just kind of had to eat my words there. I thought the Comets were going to make a big stop there at the 2, and Chauncey Peck immediately flips the field 98 yards. That's a crusher for the Comets.
That's Chauncey Peck's second touchdown of the game. As we said, Ryder Hooks was kind of the star of the show last year, but this year, Chauncey Peck has been the guy for Lakota East. And that is a play from a Comets defense we've seen so good the last couple of years. Not a lot of chunk plays, something you didn't see coming after a great Kaiser Wilhelm punt.
Yeah, it was just great blocking. Peck immediately had that kind of B-gap, C-gap on the left side, wide open, and he has that separation speed where he can just blast down the sideline, and he did just that there. The Comets, just nothing.
As that changes things here. Still one possession game, which is big for the Comets. Still some talk. Coach Kitna talking to the offense.
Looks like
some confusion on the Comets sideline.
Looks like we might have gotten a delay of game. Yeah, that or I'm not sure what's taking so long.
Is here.
We're walking way back. Isaac, you got a clue what's going on?
I have no idea what is happening here. As Lakota East is setting up for the 35-yard line after they scored a touchdown, there was taunting called on Mason.
They're taunting on Lakota East.
Taunting on Lakota East. I believe it's going to be a 2-point conversion from the 35-yard line. Kenneth throws it from the 50, no one to find. And Daniel, have you ever seen a 2-point conversion from the 35-yard line?
I have. I've never in my 17 years of watching football have I seen something like that. So the Comets are able to not allow more than just a 6. So that does keep it a 7-point game. So them not getting that extra 1 or 2 is big for the Comets. A touchdown and an extra point will tie this game.
John Hendricks was in the backfield there. He hasn't had the sacks or TFLs that he's wanted this year, but he has caused havoc in the backfield for the Comets. Same with Juan Bates, those 2 juniors that had some playing time last year in the front 7. As there's more talk here from the referees. Lakota East will set to kick off. A.J. Fitzstevens, the freshman, will kick, and we'll see if it's a normal kick or kind of that squib / onside kick that was attempted last time. As Kaiser Wilhelm and Preston Estolesta will be the return men for the Comets.
The Comets, it's still the third quarter, obviously.
Oh, plenty of time.
There's plenty of time.
Still 10 minutes left.
But you know that Lakota East is going to have the hot hand now. So the last thing you want to do is go down 2 possessions in an offense while they've been having a great game. Has not been consistent this season. So a big drive for Mason.
Wilhelm will return. He has some room. It's a good return to about the 31-yard line, and that's where the Comets will get their second possession going. First drive, nothing really doing. Had some good field position at the 50-yard line, a 3-and-out. But this feels like one of the biggest possessions of this young season for the Comets, just because there's so much pressure. If they don't score here, they're up against the wall.
Yeah, the longer we get into this game, the more we see what this offense is made of. Ashton Schaaf has probably had one of the most consistent games of his career so far tonight, and it's been in different ways than we expected. Him using his legs a lot. Hasn't thrown the ball much, but to a point he hasn't exactly needed to. First down for Mason. In the shotgun, he's going to hand it off to Adesanya. Adesanya gets tackled, rolls for about a gain of 5.
That's another run up the middle, and it'll be a taunting, unnecessary roughness on Lakota East again. And tempers are flailing here at Lakota East High School. Things are personal.
Yeah, this is a big rivalry. Mason versus Lakota East, Lakota West, whoever it is. If it's a GMC team, there's bad blood. These teams are going to do everything they can. It looks like it might have went against Mason, as they're going to walk backwards, so could have been on Adesanya. And that's something that Kastner is going to be extremely upset about, is something like that.
Yeah, it's just momentum killers, and it will be on Juan Bates, the junior, who has transitioned to that offensive line role for this Comets team.
Yeah, we both know Juan, very respectful guy. It's kind of weird to see a taunting call on him, but let the emotions get the best of him.
Schaaf looking to run. Again, nowhere to go. And it will be a 3rd in California for the Comets.
That's a nice call. I like that. A drive that could have been promising for the Comets. He had a nice run there on first down. He gets brought back from the taunting. Schaaf kind of loses control of the play there and tries to make something happen, but he can't. And now the Comets find themselves in, like you said, 3rd and a mile. It's going to take some sort of a big play for the Comets. We have not seen a pass over 10 or 15 yards from the Comets. That's got to switch.
As 9 minutes left in this 3rd quarter of play, Ashton Schaaf will look to pass. Needs about 30. Will try and find his big tight end, Miller Reed. Looked like a little bit of pushing, no offense, no defensive interference called.
Yeah, our director, Trevor Rose, looking for a PI there, and a lot of this Mason team as well. But
as there'll be another punt, Kaiser Wilhelm will look to boot it off. He had a great punt last time. Zion Neal, really speedy guy back there for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want to be kicking to.
It's up in the air. It's another good one. We'll get a common bounce. Will be out of bounds at about the 45 of the Thunderhawks. Great field position, and this feels like there's a lot of time left, but with this Comets team and how their offense has kind of struggled in this game and in the season, you feel like if you go down 2 possessions in this game, it's going to be a tough hill to climb.
Looks like we might have gotten holding on Lakota East.
Let's bring it back to about the 35 of Lakota East.
So really in the first half, Isaac, it wasn't penalty-less, but it was a semi-clean game of football, and so far here in the second half, it's been a complete 180 of that. We've seen both teams have some taunts, have some holding, just a lot more sloppier football than, both of these teams' coaches have been trying to form.
Daniel, I can see it because Lakota East did get kind of embarrassed last game. Last time these teams played, 24-0. They've lost since 2019. Went 1-9 last year. They're trying to make a statement here to make it 1-1. Ryder Hooks has room. He's going to have room down the sideline as he gets pushed out of bounds to the 20-yard line. And Daniel, this defense is looking like they're starting to get more tired. And Lakota East, as much as I hate to say it, they're running all over this Comets defense.
Same play as that 98-yard touchdown, that kind of sweep to the left side, and Isaac, it's just a wide open hole. I mean, you could put a Ford F-150 right through there, and it'll go straight through. So,
great job from the offensive lineman.
Yeah, just the defensive line needs to be better.
As would be a play action. Kidna looking down the field, has a man, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jaden Say. And the Thunderbirds are starting to blow this game wide open in one of the best games we've seen them play in a very long time. Comets looked like they were sailing out on the run.
Yeah, this Comet defense just seemed like they fell apart here in the second half. What you never see, like you said earlier in this game, Isaac, the Comets, they don't give up these big plays. And 3 plays this half, that 98-yard touchdown, the 30-yard run, and then a bomb from Jamison Kitna.
It just feels like if you're the Comets, you got to take a deep breath in this game. Lakota East is playing super well in this second half of play. 20-6 is your score with 8 minutes still left in the third quarter. Daniel, about 4 minutes into this third quarter, they've had about 13 points Lakota East has. And this is the best, as we said, we've seen them look since the Coleraine game, in a game that Coleraine hasn't won all season. They looked pretty good on offense there. But this is do or die, it feels like, for the Comets, their first GMC matchup. So far hasn't went as planned. The first half was all right for the Comets. They played good defense. But right now, they need to get some first downs going to keep this offense on the field, and they need a score desperately.
Yeah, here's where you kind of have to put the ball in the hands of Ashton Chafe and see what he can get you. We've seen a couple throws. He's really been lucky in Miller Reed, the tight end 87. But like we said, it's still the third quarter. You still got 8 minutes left in this game. But right now it doesn't look like the Comets are going to stop this Thunderhawks offense.
As Fitzstevens again will kick it away. And it's returned by the Comets. At about the 38-yard line, some GMC updates for you. Princeton leads Sycamore 38-0 on the road. Middletown leads Oak Hills 21-7, and Fairfield leads Coleraine 14-0. As this has been a GMC weekend for all teams. Not a lot of GMC matchups in the first week. It was all non-conference, kind of a Dayton versus Cincinnati matchup. But this is where you get your money. And so far, Lakota East has shown that they are worthy of being one of those top dogs this year in the GMC, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it's funny. You saw the 1-9 record last season. You can tell that that's not really how this team is.
Chafe looking for anyone. Be nowhere to go, as it looks like. Again, how we saw in the Gahanna-Lincoln game, pressure started to come in the second half, and it was kind of the mentality of, trying not to make a mistake, trying to not make that throw, and felt like a little change from Ashton Schaaf here in the second half, as he hasn't had all the time in the world, and he's being a little more hesitant with the football.
Yeah, so this one's going to come back. It's going to be holding on the Comets, so that's going to make it 1st and 20. The Comets,
It's not where you want to be.
This half, it feels like they've been going more backwards than forwards.
Schaaf will conduct the offense, try and get anything, as all momentum is on Lakota East side. 7.5 to go in this third quarter. 20-6 is your score. Handoff, it will be McDaniel. He's got nothing. This will be about a 2nd and 17 here for the Comets.
Yeah, it really just looks like the Comets don't have trust in Schaaf to get a deep ball downfield. And you know, it's a secondary for East that is very talented. You know, you have guys like Parker Elam back there, some very talented safeties. So the Comets, they haven't tried anything, so maybe it can catch them off guard. But you never want to say it early, but it feels like if the Comets can't get anything on the board this drive, it might be reaching towards the end.
As Schaaf will look to the right, he'll find his man Ethan Jordan. We'll get about to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd and 10. Good chunk play there for the Comets. And talking about this defensive end for Lakota East, they have a stud Parker Elam, 6'5", 220 on the edge. He's number 55. Runs a 4.8 40 and squats 510 pounds, Daniel.
Say that one more time.
510 pounds. Almost double his body weight, which is quite impressive.
All you can say to something like that is just wow. 510 pounds in high school.
3rd down and 10, and it will be a movement from running back Temi Adesanya before the snap, and it will be a 3rd and long again. 3rd and 15 this time, and Daniel, it feels like you have to take that shot once in a while. That one-on-one matchup, try and get at least pass interference, try and throw it to your playmakers. Brendan Dunn had a pretty productive year last year as a junior, not getting a lot of reps, and he played really well in the scrimmages. He has 0 catches today and had 1 reception for -1 yards last game. Very talented guy. See if he's going to get anything here, as it's going to be against the Comets again, it looks like.
This Comet offense is just kind of losing themselves. You know, it's going to be...
As it will be a false start, this time on the offensive line. Comets are starting to lose it slowly and slowly, as it is now a 3rd and 20, right back to where they just were last play.
It makes you wonder what adjustments that East made in the second half to really keep the Comets in check. Because that first half, Isaac, we saw the Comets just inching down the field every single play, and now it's like the Comets can't get out of their own head. Too many of these mental mistakes that you harp on in practice, and it shows how penalties kill games.
3rd and 20 here. Ashton Schaaf will look to throw, has time. Will find his man Brendan Dunn, and he is lit up. From Lakota East, Miles Metz lights him up, and Brendan Dunn is down for the Comets. He had a look.
It's going to be an incomplete pass.
He had a look upfield, but right into the hands of number 16, Miles Metz. It looks like he lowered with the helmet, is what it looked like, but called the shoulder as he'll... Brendan Dunn is down. It looks like he's not feeling good. Couple of trainers attending to him right now.
Yeah, Dunn remains down. We're going to go to a quick break as we hope the best for this Comet wide receiver. Stay tuned as we come back here on Mason Sports Radio.
As we are back here at Lakota East High School in the third quarter, Comets are looking to punt on a 4th and 21. 6:30 remaining in the third quarter. As Kaiser Wilhelm will let it go again. Zion Neal to return as it gets a Lakota East bounce. And it looks like it's going to be another unnecessary roughness or a hold.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on Lakota East. So many holding calls.
Nick Miller had a hold after the play on Nolan Lapthorne.
Especially on these punts. The special teams unit for Lakota East has just been holding, it seems like, almost every time. But, you know, you say that, Isaac, it hasn't affected the past few drives for Lakota East. You got to think that the Comets and the defensive coordinator had to have harped a little bit on the defense on the sideline, telling them, no, you got to get your head in the game. You just let this team run right down your throat. Let's see if the Comets make any adjustments.
Jamison Kitna will be under center. He'll find his man. Has some room to run. Will be taken down by Ryan Davis.
Derek Williams on the screen gets a.
And he's had a great game.
He has, especially there in the first half. That first drive, it was really him and Kitna who was moving them down the field so well. We look as we now dip under 6 minutes here left in the third quarter. So really all of these wide receivers, mainly Neal and Williams, have been huge factors in this game.
It's Kitna trying to find answers.
Find
this man. It's Hooks. Hooks on the right side, and it's been that run to the left that has killed the Comets all day today.
That's going to be another first down. Like you said, Isaac, it is that same exact play that they had that huge touchdown on, that 30-yard run last drive. You got to think they just keep going with it until the Comets can answer.
Give it to Hooks again. It's a left run. And it'll be a 9-yard run again. And Lakota East is just running all over this Comets defense as they'll actually move the sticks. As here in this second half, it has been all Thunderhawks. With 5:20 to go in this third quarter, a lot of time left for the Comets to do something, but it looks like right now all momentum is on the home team.
Yeah, they're running right at Noah Dowers, one of the top players for this Comet defense, and I was going for Ryder Hooks.
Ryder Hooks is trying to find. Excuse me. Ryder's trying to find a guy. John Hendricks laid him out.
On the left side, it's Peck. And that's how the Comets are right there.
Great job there for the Comets to make it a third down and long.
You got to get a stop here.
There's a big stop here at midfield at the Comets 45.
There's no other way of wording it. If you let Lakota East score here once again, that's coffin nails.
Even get a first down here.
Yeah. If they can just keep this drive alive, you know that the plan is just taking this down to the end of the third quarter. We've reached now 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. This is the biggest play of the game for Mason to stay in it.
We've said Ryder Hook's name a lot today. He has offers to Bowling Green, Kent State, and Miami of Ohio. Was 4th in rushing the GMC last year, as well as 228 in the air. This will be a timeout by Coach Kitna in Lakota East. With about 4:16 to go in this third quarter play. Dana, what are you drawing up on defense if you're the Comets? There's been a lot of running, a lot of success But you got to think on a third down here, it's going to be pass.
Don't let anything on the left side. I mean, that's the big thing. That's where this second half offenses came from. They've been just giving it to Peck and Ryder hooks. And every single time they do that sweep to the left side, there's a gaping hole. So if you're the Comets, you got to make sure you don't let anything on the outside. But as well, it's not even as much that you need to send the house. You know, you can give Kitna that time. It's just if you can get good coverage, not allow anything on the outside, and your defensive tackles, you know, they're not, Juan Bates and John Hendricks won't let much by them. So let's see what the Comets drew up here.
This will be Kitna in the backfield. A big third down here. Kitna will look to pass. He has time. Rolls to his right. Tipped in the air and incomplete. Great hands from the Comets D-line as the Comets get off the field here in a much-needed stop.
Huge tip from the Comets. Kitna thought he had a guy, and
Actually, it looks like Lakota East will go hurry up here and go for it on 4th and 10. Try and get that knockout punch.
I don't think they're snapping the ball here. I think they're trying to get the Comets to jump.
Kitna right next to, as it will be snapped, and he looks to punt. Kitna will let it go, as he'll get a Mason bounce all the way to the 35-yard line. About a 10-yard punt. A little trickery there. It's been multiple trickery plays from Coach Kitna and Lakota East today. That one didn't work out in their favor.
I was thinking a hard count wouldn't have given them the first down there, but it would have given them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Instead, just almost a drop kick of a punt. Didn't let it touch the ground, though, but a play call you never see, and it takes a great Mason bounce, so it really honestly works in the Comets' favor.
It's been a long third quarter here after first two really quick quarters. As Schaaf will be in the backfield with Adesanya again. It'll be a run to Adesanya, and it's a good one. It'll be about 6 or 7 for the senior halfback on 1st down.
Yeah, look to get about 6 on that 1st down carry. It'll be 2nd and 4. That's really been, I think every 1st down for Mason so far has been a halfback dive to that running back one, Tamian Adesanya. And there's been some times he's been able to break through for a couple of 6-yard gains. And usually it sets the Comets up for success.
Jordan motion to the right. Adesanya trying to weave his way through tacklers. It'll be a 3rd and short right at the marker. And this is big for the Comets here.
Yeah, as long as you don't lose yards here, it's 100% 4th down situation. But Adesanya, those 2 handoffs, those 2 carries, he gets some nice yards, 9 yards in total. All he has to do is just get 1 here. And honestly, if you're Mason, you got to think that they just won that same dive once again.
The Comets bring the big boys on the field. They're in a kerfuffle here. It'll be a run from Schaaf again. He has more than enough for the 1st down. About a 3 or 4 yard run. Big time play there from the Comets.
So here's where we hope that we see that 1st half Mason Comets again.
So there's plenty of time left for the Comets in this game. 2:30 left. Only down 2 possessions, 14 at midfield. Schaaf and Adesanya in the backfield again, trips to the right. There'll be a handoff to Adesanya again. He has good blockers, and again a good 1st down run. It'll be about 6.
You see something with Adesanya, he runs with force. A lot of running backs will just try and, you know, make moves and try and make the guys miss. Adesanya will run right through you. Obviously, you hope he does with the frame that he has. You know, you look at him.
Jerome Bennis type.
5'10", 218. I mean, the guy has some muscle on him.
As they look to him again, and they are right there in the backfield. The ball is loose.
They blew it dead.
as he carried his leg about 10 yards backwards. Adesanya complaining that the play was not called dead earlier.
That was Connor Reap once again.
He has been all over the field today.
He has been. He's made that left side a no man's land for the Comets. That's why that right side and up the middle has kind of been where they've gone.
And this is a ginormous third down. You'd think 4 or 5 yards here on a 3rd and 9. Comets would go for it, but they need to get those yardages first. Adesanya and Shafe again. Shafe will look to pass this time. Looks to run and will run. Has room but can't get the first down. An extra fight will get him short about a couple yards. And decision time. Comets look like they'll keep their offense on the field, and Downey, you'd think from how Lakota East has ran the ball today, it's kind of do or die. 40 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. A 4th and 4, biggest play of the young season for the Comets and the game.
Wonder if the Comets let it go down. Well, honestly, the last thing you want to do if you're Mason is down 2 possessions is let the clock run.
Same formation, trips to the right for the Comets. Reed motions to the left. They'll hand it to Adesanya. There'll be a reverse to Dunn. Dunn has room to run, and he'll get the first down. Trickery from the Comets. That's what we're talking about.
He pitched it to Dunn on the reverse. What a play call. That shades of last year's Mason Comets.
And that's something that you practice in practice all the time. And we see Brendan Dunn using his speed to his advantage.
And that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. Comets with their most explosive play of the night. This is starting to look like a fourth quarter that you're going to have to watch, and we will bring it to you here on Mason Sports Radio. Make sure you stay tuned for the fourth quarter. Welcome back for some fourth quarter football. We're going in a little late. That Winston Miller read. It'll be second down now. But Isaac, the Comets make something happen on a crucial 4th down. It looked like it was just going to be a run to Adesanya, except he pitches it to Brandon Dunn, and he's able to go on the reverse and get a first down.
Yeah, one of the biggest plays this season for the Comets in the biggest situation, 4th and 4. They got it done, started the fourth quarter, only down 14 in Lakota East territory.
2nd and 10. It's going to be a keeper. Shafe keeps it himself. He has a first down and more. Tries to hurdle a man, and he's going to be tackled at about the 20.
Ashton Shafe looked a little Mahomey there, jumped over the defensive line to get the first down.
That was an awful way of using that. That was awful, man. I don't think we've ever seen Mahomes jump a guy. What a play there.
You know, Ashton Shafe's one of a kind, as we've seen today with the running.
Been using his legs way more than his arm. It's going to be a handoff to McDaniel. McDaniel gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and he might just get back there to that first stick, 2nd down.
Plenty of time for the Comets here. 11 minutes to go at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 10. Comets need it here. They need a touchdown. Field goals won't work.
Second and 10 for the Comets. Ball lined up right at the 20-yard line. See if they keep the ball on the ground. You got to think that's what they do, and we're going to get some pre-snap whistles. Offsides on the defense.
As a second and manageable here for the Comets. 10:30 to go in this fourth quarter play. First GMC matchup of the season in week 2. Both teams fell to very good teams. Lakota East losing here at home 31-21. The Comets going to Gahanna Lincoln losing 24-10.
In the shotgun, Reed goes in motion. Schaaf drops back. It's going to be a screen to the right side. Adesanya has it. Gets back for a first down, and he's tackled right at about the 2.
As Ashton Schaaf is tightening up there, will get helped up by tight end Miller Reed. Was shaken up. Got hit by a couple of Thunderhawk defensive linemen. But again, that screenplay will work when a team is bringing the house on you, bringing their whole team, blitzing your quarterback. As the Comets will get the ball.
Could have potentially been a roughing the passer. They don't call it there. Schaaf's going to stay in the game, showing his toughness. And Isaac, you got to think that what the Comets are likely to do is just stack the interior and just try and push it through with Adesanya. Maybe a play action type. We've seen a couple times tonight where the Comets have rolled out, hit their tight end Miller Reed or another receiver. I wonder if they do that. Schaaf in the shotgun. Adesanya behind him. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. Adesanya has the room.
It's in.
He's in. Touchdown, Comets. And
It's not over yet.
We are back to a one-possession game pending the extra point to make it 7. And the Comets, after a few pretty bad drives to start the second half, they're back to that first half look.
And Daniel, this is what you love to see on offense. Some massive improvements with the play calling and the execution on the play calls. A great job, great possession. Temi Adesanya with some great runs. Ashton Schaaf did a great job there. And the Comets, just like that, after you thought they were done, it's only 7 with just under 10 minutes to go.
And Isaac, I'm going to say, I think that was the best drive we've seen from Ashton Schaaf.
Absolutely.
I think you don't really know what to say. He hasn't played a full season, but yeah, he took control that drive, and it was mainly with his legs, making a couple guys miss, getting those second effort plays, and then getting off that screen while getting hit by some defenders to set up that first and goal. Textbook drive from the Comets. That's exactly what they needed.
You can just see in practice, Ashton Schaaf's been working on when the pocket collapses, he has to use his speed because that's what he's good at. He's using his strengths, and he's starting to learn more about his identity as quarterback, and that's something you love to see as a Comet fan because he is a really good quarterback. He just has to figure it all out and put it together. And so far, he's put in his own hands to get this Comet team in the end zone.
And Isaac, another thing we want to mention is Black Hole showed out pretty nice tonight for this Comet team. You look out on that side, it's a packed house there on the visitor's side. Black Hole led by some of our guys, Peter Marietta.
Hutch Crow
in APL with us.
Yeah, they've done a great job of bringing the house this year. The volleyball game against Roger Bacon, they did a great job. Yeah, it made the comeback. And the Black Warriors have done a great job, better than I've seen, as it's a squib kick there. Cody will just pounce on at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, smart play to just
Jones
fall on the ball.
And here the defense hasn't been great. It's been one of the worst games we've seen, but this is their chance to do what they've been destined to do, which is get stops for the offense and win a football game.
Yeah, you hope that this defense can look the way they did towards that end of the first half. They had Lakota East scrambling for anything there after they had that one drive, but this second half, it's not like Lakota East has been putting together drives. They've just been having those big explosive plays.
Neal goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff up the middle.
And so it'll be a pass to the outside. Plenty of room. That's another trickery play that the secondary gets exposed again for the Comets.
Looks kind of like an RPO type play. Faked me out, the announcer and Isaac. Like we mentioned, these big plays have been everything for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, Christopher Boyer, his first catch of the day. Jamison Kitna had a slow first half. Committed to UAB a couple weeks ago, son of John Kitna, star quarterback, played for our hometown Cincinnati Bengals in the early 2000s. But in this second half, him in the running game has been really, really good, and it makes you think if this Lakota team can make a real push.
Definitely one of the more promising teams potentially in the GMC this year.
But Daniel, Lakota East still only at the 20-yard line, so if the Comets can get, supposedly you could call it a 3-and-out here, it would be quite a tough field goal for Lakota East. You got to put some pressure on the Thunderhawks, though. You can't just let them shove it down your throat when you just got one of your best drives on offense.
Yeah, you really,
in a one-possession game.
You really want to get a turnover here if you're Mason Kitna. He can be aggressive with the football. So you got your guys like Kaiser Wilhelm, some of the other guys. You know, he got the interception last week. If the Comets can get a turnover, force a fumble, something like that.
It feels like that time.
Kitna under center. It's going to be a pitch to the right side. Woods has some room. Flags flying all over the field.
Jeter.
It's going to be holding. This one's going to be coming back a little bit, but
yeah.
I know for me, when Lakota East gets a run to the outside, you kind of hold your breath as a Comet fan.
I know. That Ryder Hooks has been playing.
Him and Peck.
Yeah, him and Peck have been just dominating this Comets team that you haven't seen getting dominated since that Moeller game last year.
And when you think about it, this is probably one of the best backfields in the GMC with Kitna, Woods, and Peck. That kind of three-headed monster there. And then Zion Neal. It really makes you wonder, you know, the record last year. Obviously, Kitna was hurt for a long time of it, but this offense is just full of playmakers.
But it is brought back.
Yeah, now
a holding will bring it back almost out of field goal range, so the Comets have to get a stop here.
1st and 17. It's going to be a screen to the right side, and it doesn't go anywhere. Great defense.
Great defense. Kaiser Wilhelm kind of knocked it out.
It was Boyer on that sort of screen pass. But
and it's another 2nd and long here, only a 2-yard game. You would think Lakota East with their freshman Fitzstevens is out of field goal range here. Kitna's got to cook something up.
Let's see, he's lone in the backfield. 3 receivers to his left. 1 to his right, it's McFarland. Play action.
Kick it off.
Kitna has time, has to make some man miss. Rolls out to his left, back to his right, breaks a sack, throws it down the field, and he just throws it away.
Very dangerous play there from Kitna. Alex Brown was back there. Noah Dowers was back there.
The whole defensive line was.
It could have been a 20-yard sack as he was at the 50-yard line, evading guys trying to make a play. But here's a 3rd down. As we said with the 4th and 4, one of the biggest plays of the season. Now this is the biggest play of the season for the Comets. They have to keep them out of field goal range and obviously out of the end zone.
Ball is spotted at about the 31. 3rd and long. Peck in the backfield with Kitna. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. That's Zion Neal at the bottom of your screen.
It's a flag on the field. It's going to be a hold. A false start. As Lakota East biting themselves again, moving back, giving the Comets a little more cushion. are back here. 4th down and 11. Biggest play of the game for both teams.
Yeah,
Lakota East searching there first, so the same with the Comets.
we apologize for some of the camera issues. You know, it's not just young into the season for these football guys.
Oh, they're going to attempt a field goal.
They are. They're going to bring on
A.J. Fitzstevens, the freshman, attempting the biggest kick of his life.
kick is up, has the distance, and it is
No good! Big stop from the Comets.
wide right.
Almost got it to go, had the distance, but the Comets got the stop they needed. And this is it. The offense has played the best game, only in 2 games, of course, but they've looked really good in this end of 3rd quarter, 4th quarter stint. This is their chance.
The Comets are not out of this game at all. Isaac, we were talking about just maybe 10 minutes ago that if East had scored on maybe a drive or 2 ago, that this game would be put on ice. And all of a sudden, the Comets have a chance to either tie or take the lead here on this drive. What a turnaround this second half that the Comets have put together.
Gotta execute. Schaaf looking to throw. He'll find his man.
Adesanya breaks a couple tackles. He's still moving, and he's near the first down.
And a couple of those screen plays. Moving the sticks for a first down.
They're going to give him that first down. And the Comets are really liking that halfback screen now. You got to think, that's been the majority of these throws from Schaaf today.
Just keeping it simple.
Yeah.
Don't need to make any 20-yard throws. That's not in his game. Adesanya, blocking's done great. 6 minutes to go in this game.
Hands it off to Adesanya. He's going to keep it himself, and he should have handed it off.
Yeah, nothing doing there. 2 guys, Parker Elam being one of them, waiting.
You can't run the ball to Parker Elam. The Comets have had to have learned that tonight. He's probably one of the top defenders in the GMC. He shows why they're perfect containment. A lot of defensive ends will bite on a play like that. But great job from Elam.
Got to get the yards back here.
It's going to be to Adesanya. Adesanya has room to the left side. Almost breaks some tackles, but he's down at the 40.
Adesanya's fighting for those yards. Will move the sticks. Big play for the Comets.
Adesanya, if he broke one more tackle, he had some room on that left side.
And Daniel, you got to think, going back to that touchdown, that 98-yard touchdown, that taunting extra point that they couldn't get, that could come back to bite him here.
Yeah, it's an 8-point game.
It's changed from an 8-point game to a 7-point game.
We talk about how deadly penalties can be. Adesanya once more gets a tiny bit of a push. He might gain about 2.
And it feels like the Comets are going for one last drive, not letting Lakota East touch the ball for the rest of this game. Do or die.
If you wonder, if the Comets get in the end zone, what would you do?
I'd go for 2, honestly, Daniel. The way Lakota East has played today, they've played one of their best football. You're on the road, first GMC matchup. You've had a really good 5-yard play, 7-yard play, so we got to get down there first before we talk about it.
Second down, Schaaf in the shotgun. It's going to be a quick throw to Adesanya, and he's blown up on the line of scrimmage. Not what the Comets needed.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. Second and 12. Comets are just trying to find Adesanya, it feels like, in every single way with the screen pass, the run up the middle we've had all game long, and then right there, the wheel pass. It's going to be 3rd and manageable, though. Comets need to execute. You feel like here on 3rd down, you would definitely go for it on 4th, unless a sack would ensue and be 4th and long. Big play.
3rd and about 6. Schaaf rolls out to his right, and he's going to do a pump fake. More to the right side, near the sideline, throws, it's caught! First down.
Brendan Dunn, big play. Then I'm not going to lie, it looked like Ashton Schaaf threw the ball in front of the line of scrimmage, but they get away with it. Brendan Dunn ginormous catch. He hasn't had the season he's wanted so far in his senior year, but it's only the first 2 games. Big catch, big first down, and the Comets are in Thunderhawks territory.
And the Comets keep making third down magic happen.
That's the difference.
6 move. It's going to be a handoff to McDaniel up the middle. And he gets a couple maybe to see where the forward progress takes him.
Yeah, you got to feel like the Comets running it up the middle. They will try and go a little hurry up here. But you got to feel like with 3 minutes, they're just trying to milk this clock just a bit.
Once again, let's go back to that third down. Schaefer pump fakes, almost looks like he might get taken down, rolls out to the right, almost out of bounds, fires it to Brandon Dunn.
No one open at all. Found Brandon Dunn at the last second. Great throw.
And that's got to give Ashton Schaaf's a good bit of confidence. Throws right side.
Great throw. Ethan Jordan.
Caught.
Then Jordan will catch it with about 3rd and 3 here. And this is big. The Comets will go hurry up. Adesanya in the backfield. They'll hand off to him.
And he's not anywhere. That'll make it 4th down.
4th and about 2. Obviously, you're going to go for it.
Absolutely could.
I have a feeling. I actually don't know. I feel like here, I'd run the screen pass. It's been working almost all day for you.
I like that. I say you go screen away from some of these
away
top
from the green,
guys.
yeah.
Away from the right side, because Reap has been right there on the right side. Plus, you got that extra room to the left. Adesanya gets in that one-on-one territory. He's going to make guys miss, whether it's just running through him, a stiff arm or something like that. Biggest play of the night.
2:17 to go. This could be the game. Comets still with all 3 timeouts. If they don't get this, it's not over. But it looks long and good. Comets bring in all their DNs.
They're running that fourth and short formation we've seen a good bit. But Isaac, I don't know if you can run up the middle on this defense in a 4th and 2 spot.
Yeah, with how I've seen Cohen Reap in the backfield with the runs that they know are coming, I feel like that blown up play could happen any point. But also the Comets O-line this 4th quarter have done a great job of keeping in front. Big play here. Safe under center.
The loudest that Lakota East High School has been all night. He gets stopped, and it's going to be thrown off.
Safe ran into the 2 fullbacks. Couldn't get the handoff. Exactly what happened. Cohen Reap got in the backfield. Nothing doing for the Comets. And right here, it's do or die. 3 plays, you got to make a stop, or else Lakota East is going to get their first win in 5 years in the Butler Warren Classic.
1 first down, and it's likely over. And it's one of those kind of little mistakes that can be easily fixed. And
it's that
like that. Those are the type of plays that hurt the most.
It's those 6-yard plays for the Comets, that 6-minute situations that those 2 runs kind of just beat you.
Handoff to the right side or up the middle, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Big stop there. Ryan Davis was in the backfield, as well as Javion Hendricks. 2:04 to go. 2nd and 11. It has been an instant classic of sparks of offense and great defense here in the GMC for week 2 coverage. Comets call their first timeout of the half. Have 2 left, but that first down will seal the game.
And you think back to some earlier parts in this game. The Comets had a big fumble on their 2nd drive, and you wonder how this game would look if that doesn't happen. Like you mentioned, the taunting penalty earlier. So many plays where it's like, what if this happened? That could have completely changed this game.
But no matter what the outcome here, as a Comets fan, you have to be super proud of how your team has made huge strides in this game, especially on offense. How you've seen Ashton Schaaf play in this game. You have made a lot of mistakes that you can make, but you can fix those mistakes. Ashton Schaaf finding the right footing, him going forward in this progression is something you love to see no matter if you win or lose this game.
Yeah, the Comets are taking a massive leap on offense today. Even though on the scoreboard they've only put up 13 points, they've been putting together drive after drive after drive.
This is it. It's not over yet.
Let's see if this Comet defense can get a stop. Under center, it's likely going to be a pitch. And it is right side. Peck towards the middle once more, and he gets brought back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a call from Daniel Panetti. Knew the toss was coming.
Little Tony Romo action.
As it's a 3rd and 10. Couple Comets shaking up on that play.
And here we go, Isaac. You mentioned
this is it.
This game isn't over. It's 3rd down and about 10. They're going to mark it 3rd and 11. Comets get a stop. You call a timeout.
You do have to go, you would assume, with a good Thunderhawks punt. It's a solid 70 yards, no timeouts. Need a touchdown, but those are the ones that you practice, those 2-minute drills, no timeouts in practice.
Those scrimmages.
Yep, absolutely.
Those 2-minute drills. Comet scrimmage Lebanon earlier this year. Do you know that they were working on some of those? Isaac, you were at some of those scrimmages.
Absolutely.
You know that that's something that the Comets were focusing on. Big play here. And Isaac, you told me towards the middle of the 3rd quarter that we'd be having a game like this. You know, I'd probably look at you a little funny. The way that the Comets have flipped this switch and made it so close here at the end, it shows the fight of this long green line.
Just need one stop. That's it. 1-on-1 on the outside with Zion Neal and Amin Garrett.
Kitna moves Neal to the left side. He's going to take it himself towards the right. Has a bit of an opening, but he's not going to get the first down.
Didn't get it. So now you ask the question, does Lakota East think about going for it?
No, you got to punt it.
With how I've seen Coach Kitna today, him going for it on his own 20-yard line, his offense has run the ball phenomenally. Personally, I would punt it. Put it in my defensive hands. But what I've seen from this Lakota East offense is 2nd and about 3 or 4. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the offense still on the field.
Ball is placed at about the 43, first down at about the 46. We saw Lakota East try the fake punt earlier on a pass all the way down to their sophomore receiver. It was Carter Jones that just fell incomplete, but they had it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Isaac. I think you put your trust into defense and make this Comet offense earn it.
And that's it looks like what they'll do. The punter is on the field. If you're the Comets, so you have to see that ball go through the air. You can't wait on it because there is a fake punt opportunity here. I've seen stranger things. Kaiser Wilhelm last time had struggle catching that punt. Same look here from Kidney. He's looking on the sideline. About 10 yards from the first down marker.
I think it's a decoy. I don't think they fake this. It is just going to be a punt.
Phenomenal punt.
Caught by Wilhelm. Has some room. Breaks free towards the left side. Makes a couple guys miss.
What a catch from Kaiser Wilhelm. If he doesn't get that, it could roll all the way to the 10-yard line over the shoulder. The Comets, it's a long way to go.
But
you could say there's a chance. And anytime you can say that in a GMC matchup where you haven't played perfect football, 0 timeouts for the Comets. They have plenty of time, 1:39 remaining. But Daniel, you got to feel like you have to go away from those runs, and it's got to be an all-pass drive here.
Yeah, minute 39. A minute 39 left in this game. The Comets have a shot, but Isaac, you're out of timeouts.
Yes.
You got to put the ball in Ashton Schaaf's hands. You know,
yeah, you got to feel like you have to take that one shot, one-on-one. You could get the pass interference. I'm a big Brendan Dunn fan. I saw what he did at Lebanon. He's a super fast kid on the outside. hasn't really got the chance. I love the look that he brings to this offense. We'll see what the Comets do. 90 yards to go for the tie. 1:39 to go. No timeouts. Schaefer will look right. Can't find his man. He looked for Brendan Dunn on the 5-yard out route. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here for the Comets.
It looks like there might have been a holding on.
Holding call, brings it back. Huge play. 2nd and 10 here. It'll be Shafe and Adesanya again. Do the Comets go back to that screen play? Shafe will look to throw. Doesn't have anyone. Will try and escape and just can't.
He had the time.
Back in the backfield again, and the Comets are going backwards, trying to find answers. It's a 3rd and long. 1:20 left in their own end zone. You would think if they get this done, it'd be on the ESPYs.
Absolutely. Speaking of ESPYs, May 12th, a little bit of an announcement. And Isaac, we talked about how the Comets have not had any deep shots tonight.
It's 4th and 11. You got to take a shot to the sticks, it feels like.
You got to throw it to the 6 at least. Either that or maybe, the screens have been working a little
This
bit.
is it. Shafe looks to throw, has all the time in the world.
He has
finds Brandon Dunn, and this game will continue. What a throw. It was a curl route.
Beautiful throw.
Beautiful throw. Something we didn't see against Gahanna Lincoln that we think is capable of in Ashton Chafe's repertoire. Plenty of time, 42 seconds left.
It makes you wonder why we haven't seen any more of that. Ashton Shafe can throw a football pretty well. They got to keep the ball in the air.
Shafe looking to throw, will be a short out route to Brendan Dunn. The clock will keep going. It'll be about a 6-yard gain.
35.
The Comets at their own 33. Clock is ticking, about 30 seconds to go. You gotta take a shot, it feels like. Shafe, time, finds a shot with nobody near. As it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, looks like he was throwing to Cole Miranda for East. That ball's just a little more right. This game's over for an interception. But the first time
something we saw in Gahanna Lincoln, he kind of panicked and threw it away, kind of in the middle of the field at the end of that game. 3rd and 5 here from Shafe. Rolls to the right as he has many times today. Tries and finds a man. It is incomplete. Comets need to execute another 4th down. 16 seconds to go. Lakota East starting to get those cameras out to wave goodbye to the Comets. 16.7 to go. Comets need a miracle here. 4th and 5. CJ Kastner, Brendan Dunn on the left.
What do you got, Ashton Shafe?
Shafe doesn't have time and is sacked. That will do it. Lakota East gets a stop. Their first win against Mason in the last 5 years comes in the 2nd game in their first GMC matchup of 2024.
Just, you love to see the back and forth battle that we had tonight. It was not a disappointment of a game. Both teams look great in areas, and they had their bad spots in areas as well. The Comets just showed that they would not give up, but so many electric plays from Lakota East. They take their knee as that's going to do it. Kidna throws the ball in the air. As from 1-9 last season to 1-1 this season. That is going to do it here from Lakota East High School. I've been Daniel Panetti here with my co-announcer Isaac Vargo, Trevor Rose behind doing the scoreboard, and Alyssa Feinblatt doing the camera all the way on the roof here at Lakota East.